What's up, YouTube? I'm making this video in a response that I received from a fellow that calls himself Watch NG, and he responded to me because of a response I made to someone else. And that response that I made to someone else was that if Khalid Muhammad knew the Bible front and back, then he would know that the white man is not the devil, that some mad scientists did not take a group of people and do an experiment on some island until he created different races and came up with the white man. That if Khalid Muhammad knew the Bible front and back, that he would realize that God so loved the world that he sent his only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in him shall not perish but should have everlasting life. And from that response, I got a response from NG, who told me to prove through from an archaeological point of view and from an anthropological point of view that the guy I called Jesus ever existed. And then he went on to say something to the effect that Jesus is just some white deity that the white man created. I guess his suggestion was that the white man created just to brainwash the black man. And then he went on to say that he believed in Khalid Muhammad. And I guess he made that statement is because that I made reference to the point that if anyone who believes what Khalid Muhammad is saying in this excerpt that Farrakhan is showing of Khalid Muhammad speaking, that if anybody believes what Khalid Muhammad is saying, then I said that they are just as lost as Khalid Muhammad. So this guy wants me to prove that, in fact, Jesus Christ existed. And I guess he doesn't want me to use the Bible to prove the Bible. But I'm going to prove to him that Jesus Christ existed, but not on his terms. I'm going to use the evidence that I want to use. I'm going to prove to you from a common sense and logical reason point of view. I mean, nobody had to prove to you through archaeological and anthropological records that Muhammad existed, right? So why should I have to prove to you through archaeological and anthropological records that Jesus existed? But I'm going to use not only biblical records, which could be scripture could be considered archaeological or historical records. I'm going to use also historical records. And I'm making this video just to introduce the people to the debate that's going to be going on. I hope nobody erases none of these videos that I post as far as the debate, because the brother sounds intelligent. He acts like he wants to get into an intelligent debate. Let's have our intelligent debate. But I also want to point out to you that either Jesus existed or he didn't exist. The law of contradiction says that a thing cannot be true and be false at the same time. So it's either true that Jesus existed or it's either true that he didn't exist. And let's agree on that. Can you agree with me on that point right there? So I'm waiting to hear from you, and then I will start my debate. But no, let me just start right here. There was a guy named Cornelius Tacitus. He was one of the greatest Roman historians back in his time. He lived during the time of from 55 AD to 120 AD, during the 1st and 2nd century. And Tacitus verifies the biblical account of Jesus' execution at the hands of Pontius Pilate. Pontius Pilate was a governor of Judea from 26 AD to 36 AD under the reign of Tiberius. You can look this all up on the internet. And this is what he writes. Christus, the founder of the Christian name, was put to death by Pontius Pilate, but promiscuous superstition, repressed for a time, broke out again, not only through Judea, where the mischief originated, but through the city of Rome also. So that statement, what this historian is writing, I'm not arguing at this point the deity of Jesus Christ. I'm arguing that he existed. And what this historian just proved, that Jesus did exist. He was the founder of Christianity. He was put to death by Pontius Pilate. That Christianity originated in Judea, and that Christianity later spread to Rome. Now, this is just a quick synopsis of what you're going to get, because YouTube is limiting us to the length of the videos that we can make, and I'm going to be adding second parts into this. Any other Muslim are welcome to join in on the debate, and any other Christian are welcome to join in on the debate. So at that, I'm going to end right there, but that's your first snippet of what you're going to get, proven that Jesus did in fact exist. That's a historical record from Cornelius Tacitus. You can look him up on the internet. You can read how he was one of the greatest Roman historians back in his time. But there are others. There's hundreds of them, but that's just one. And I'm waiting to hear from you.